Welcome guys to another edition of Wednesday Business Blitz. Hope everyone enjoy 4th of July holiday. I want to personally say that America gave me all the opportunities and the results that I have is I contribute 90% for me being here. I think it's the only country where yes, your business can 10x and can 2x. For me, traveling to Europe and coming originally from Ukraine, I can tell you it's almost impossible to 10x your business in Europe and in Ukraine. Almost impossible. So thank you, America. Happy to 50th anniversary. And today, exactly what I want to discuss with you is the new framework that I learned. As always, this is a sort of video diary for myself, but also for anyone who's interested in following what company of my size and entrepreneur of my skills and quality is doing. Precisely. I was wondering, what I need to do to scale this company to 10x. And a little step aside from this topic is the topic that leads to this topic is could have been a separate video, maybe it will be a separate video, but if you're working with a consultant, business consultant, stop. It's just I don't like sounding this way, but literally just stop this minute, cancel, ask for a refund because your best consultant is Claude. I can tell you also from the personal experience, we had a consultant that we work with that were paying, listen to this, $12,000 a month, and it was on a yearly based contract, almost impossible to get out of. So also review your contracts. But for $20, if you get paid Claude account, it will be better than this consultant by 10 times. I mentioned this before. The KPIs that I received from Claude are, and I checked them against the other consultants and guru that I worked in the industry, and they matched exactly, and some of them were even more fine-tuned than what the consultant gave me. But of course, you need to know what to feed into Claude, right? You need to know what you want to do. So I start thinking why some companies scale and why some don't, and why some takes 20 years and some takes 40 years. Some don't even scale at all. So what is the issue here? In the framework that I through my when you search for something. And it's also, sometimes these algorithms are very helpful because they do feed you what you think about and what you search. And through me constantly exploring this idea or question for the last 2-3 months, I came to this few books actually by a person named Benjamin Hardy. And one of them is called Science of Scaling. Another one is called Time is a Tool, 10x easier than 2x. So there's many books, but they're all dancing around the same topic. So we have a big Friday Wisdom coming up, very detailed Friday Wisdom. But today, just kind of giving you a preview. What I give preview to my people is that 10x is actually easier than 2x. Why is that? Because in 2x world, when you want to double something, all you do is you doubling the activities of what you're doing today. We need more leads, we need more this, we need more that. So you're looking for double what you're already doing, which is is producing some results. Again, don't get me wrong, you can make some money. And the order and myself, I don't say that this is a bad path. You will get the results. You will make money. But the goal is to build a great business, business that is huge, business that has a huge value, that they exit, or you might not even want to exit this business because it's so great. So this is the main difference. Is that again, 10x is easier than 2x, and why? That 10x forces you to create just one goal, and this is where I was also wrong with. I'm very big on goals. And I was setting, 5 goals for the company. Sometimes I was still writing them down. I would write 10 goals for myself for the year. And the problem with that is, per this order, is that you're optimizing towards 10 different things, or you're optimizing towards 5, at least in our company, towards 5 things. So you have 5 different priorities fighting against each other, and what you want is just one big goal, very, very ambitious deadline. So usually, and as Elon Musk said, if deadline is long, it's wrong. And as I read and listened to this book, I was doing exactly what the book was saying most of the people do. I was setting arbitrary, I don't know if I'm pronounced this correctly, but basically like a basic timelines that were rounded, especially to the numbers. Like I was 41, 42 at the time, almost 43. I was like, okay, by the time I'm 50, this is what I want to have this. And if you ask me why 50, well, because it sounded nice, it's a rounded number, and also gives me 7 years to get there, so I can be, I'm not under pressure. I'm thinking I'm going to get there in 8 years because the number, like, right, 100 million in revenue sounds so big that I know, oh my God, I need 8 years. What if I don't? So this framework forces you to think, okay, what do you need to do to get there in 3 years? And not, again, and thinking from, not from to the goal, not thinking, okay, how can I get there, but from the goal. What if I'm this today? What the company of this size does? What this company of this size do? What the owner of $100 million company do? And it's completely different than what I do today. And one of the framework levels is, not levels, but parts is you have to raise the floor, meaning you have to raise the bar for all your processes, for all your people, who you hire, for what positions. I'm still very big on promoting from within, but for example, HR, I have an option. Okay, can I promote someone that I think can be a best HR, or can I go and get the best HR in the world for us today? So 2x thinking, okay, I'm going to get someone from the shop and say, okay, you'll be HR tomorrow. Okay, learn how to get to be in HR, or I can hire best HR in the world and get going. And having one goal forces you to focus and optimize towards just one thing. And that one thing, I think, is the hardest thing to kind of pick and realize, because the easiest, like, oh, let's optimize towards revenue. So I'm going to give away whatever the secrets, right? So in our residential company subsidiary, we're going to optimize towards maintenance agreements. That's all I'm going to say. This is the goal. Revenue, as you can see, revenue is not the goal. Not even average ticket for replacement is not the goal. My goal, we're going to optimize towards maintenance agreements, right? Having a certain amount of customers per technician per year. And in our utility-based portion of the company, because it's a separate company now, we're going to optimize towards EBITDA. And there's reasoning for that, but it took me, a few weeks, again, working with Claude and feeding him these books and feeding him questions to come up with these 2 goals. And now, again, I'm going to shift everyone's focus. The whole company is going to look at just those 2 metrics and optimize towards them. Again, not even like 5 KPIs, right? I presented you last time when I went to Jim Leslie's seminar, right? He said, yeah, you have to have 5 KPIs. This is your gauge. So this framework says, no, you have to have 1. I think it's going to be hard, to be honest with you, to go away from 5 and just to 1 immediately. It'll probably take some time, but at least now I have the roadmap. I know exactly what to do. And still, of course, with anything, my favorite thing, right? People know that smoking is bad, that Coca-Cola is bad, but they still drink Coca-Cola and they still smoke. So knowing what I'm telling you today is not the same as doing. I bet you only very few will try this because it seems counterintuitive. It forces you to do things completely different, forces me to have completely different calendar and operate completely different. But again, that's what it takes you're becoming this company, you're becoming this person now, and not in 7 or 10 or 8 years. So it's very interesting. Again, I'm suggesting to you guys to explore this on your own. Get these books, get the Claude, feed it, sit down again, block your time. And this framework, I'm blocking hour and a half a week for this, for critical thinking. This framework will force me to block days for actually doing nothing to recover. It will force me to do days that are my unique ability, activities, days, again, not hour and a half. But again, that shows me already that I might be actually 10x productive, not just by the numbers, but the activities. And the things that I'm gonna give you the last piece for those who will watch at the end. What it forced me to do is it forced me to buy out my tenant business in order for me to vacate him early out of my own building so I can scale 10x and not to wait for 2.5 years when his lease will expire. Listen to this. I'm buying a clothing company that sells clothing online so I can, 10x in next 3 to 5 years. I'm giving myself excuse 5 because it probably will take 5 years, but again, we'll shoot for 3. But 2x owner will just wait till his lease expired and only then go out, because like it creates uncomfortability. It creates hey, we need money to buy him out, so it creates a different thinking. But if when I look clearly, this stares right at me. This needs to be done in order for me to have ability to plan and to grow now, not in 2.5 years. Okay, so this is a perfect example how before that I was like, probably have to wait it out, maybe find a solution, something, talk to him. Instead, it just forced the blunt conversation. What it will take for me to have you out, like now? Buy me out, this is the price, this is the terms. Okay, done. So we're making this deal this week. Just one conversation, just a blunt, open, no BS, no dancing around question. It's it forces completely different situation. So I'll leave you guys with that. This is true what's happening to me. You might be in some kind of a similar situation. You may use this, apply to your situation. And I wish you to scale 10x, because again, we're in America, the only country where it's truly possible, and you can also have fun doing it. See you in the next one, guys.